Yo, what's going on, guys? GZTV back with another video, and we have all sorts of videos today. This is my last day at my house before I have to leave for college, and continuing on with the Conjuring movie universe. I don't know if this really counts, but it has the same kind of characters, it has the same vibe, it has the same, themes to the movie. It is Insidious. Now, I think I've seen this movie before, but I think I wanted to get a refresher because I'm going to watch the other two eventually, probably over the next couple of weeks here. But pretty much what we do is we discuss the plot, and then I give you guys my thoughts. And after this video, we actually have this week, the NBA recap for last week. Then after that, I'm gonna start streaming my game, my Prime Football League game. I don't know if I'm gonna be sitting there commentating the thing, but I'm probably just gonna have my camera on, and whenever I want to sit down and watch it, I'll watch it because I have a lot of stuff to do today. Pretty busy, gotta pack it for college, but here's the plot. Married couple Josh and Renee Lambert, their sons Dalton and Foster, and infant daughter Callie have recently moved into a new home. One day, Dalton inexplicably falls into a coma. After 3 months of treatment without result, Renee and Josh take Dalton home. The family starts to experience disturbing paranormal events. Renee begins hearing voices over the baby monitor when no one is in Callie's room. Foster says that Dalton sleepwalks at night, and Renee sees a frightening figure in Callie's room. After Renee is attacked by the figure, the Lamberts decide to move, believing the house to be haunted. In the new house, however, the supernatural activity continues. Josh's mother, Lorraine, arrives and is terrified when she sees a red-faced demon behind Josh. She says Elise Rainier, a psychic. She calls Elise Rainier a psychic, and her paranormal investigators Specs and Tucker. In Dalton's room, Elise sees the same red-faced demonic figure that Lorraine saw. Elise explains that Dalton is not in a coma. He was born with the ability to astral travel and had been unknowingly doing so in his sleep, probably believing he was dreaming. This time he has traveled too far and has been captured in a purgatory realm called the Further, a place inhabited by the tortured souls of the dead. Without his mental presence, his body is comatose, but spirits desire to use it so they can enter the physical world. Elise performs a seance to communicate with Dalton, and the demon possesses Dalton's body and attacks the group before being stopped by Elise. She explains that she's known Lorraine for decades and had previously helped Josh when he was 8 years old. It is revealed that Josh also possessed the ability to astral project, though he had suppressed his memory of it years ago. Elise had helped him protect himself from the parasitic spirit of an evil old woman that wanted to possess him. The only way to rescue Dalton is for Josh to go into the Further and save him. Elise puts Josh in a trance, and he is able to project to the previous house. He fights off a spirit and enters the demon's lair, where he finds Dalton chained. He frees him, but they are chased by the demon, while the spirits of the Further invade the real world and terrorize Elise, Renee, and the others. After escaping, Josh confronts the old woman that haunted him as a child, trying once and for all to overcome his fears. The old woman dissolves, and when Josh and Dalton return to their bodies, the spirits have all disappeared. The family celebrates their victory, but Elise senses that something about Josh isn't right. When she snaps a photo of him, Josh becomes enraged and strangles her to death. Renee is horrified when she discovers Elise's dead body, and even more so when she sees the photo Elise took. The photo reveals that Josh is now the evil woman from his childhood. She possessed him when he confronted her in the Further, which is a very crazy ending to the movie. That was pretty fucking creepy. I liked the movie. It's a horror classic. I think it's a really big horror movie in horror history. And the same guy that plays, I don't know if these characters are necessarily. He's not Ed Warren, but I think it's interesting how the same Patrick Wilson guy is in this movie, and it should be considered as part of the Conjuring universe. Different demons in the Conjuring universe. It's a very creepy cover. I hate looking at that when I look at my fucking computer screen. It feels like a classic horror movie. Like when you watch it, it feels like an old horror movie. Not classic as mean like the greatest of all time. That's not what I mean by classic. I mean like just old. It feels like an old horror movie you'd watch. I mean, it's got the theme music of one. Yeah, it's just a really good horror movie. Um, it's been a classic for the 12 years that it's been out. Yeah, it's been out forever. Chapter 2, Chapter 3, and I think the last key are the other movies in the series. I think there's a last key in the series. I feel like I remember looking at trailers and stuff of it releasing. Um, Man, that review is not taking very long. I need my reviews to be longer. I mean, I talk about the channel a little too much over the reviews, but yeah, interesting movie. Interesting plot. The concept of the further between like heaven and hell is pretty cool. I think I like that. I don't know if that's like a real thing or not. Like if that's something that's believed to be true. Um, I mean, it's pretty much people being tortured and not being able to go to either one. I mean, they don't really know their fate. I mean, I guess that's kind of the concept of the further. Um, but the jump scares overall are pretty scary. Um, Nothing. It's nothing. Um, the concept of the further is pretty scary though. Like you're walking through fucking fog and smoke and all that, and there's like just a bunch of spirits roaming the lands. I mean, I think that's pretty crazy. The jump scares were pretty scary. There were some scary points, and my dog is barking. I sincerely apologize for that. We gotta make our NBA video here pretty soon, and then I gotta go upstairs, kind of socialize with the family. I'm gonna turn that game on down here. The Dolphins, by the way, have been eliminated from the Prime Football League, which I wasn't expecting them to make a very big run, but you know what? Any team can make a run in this league, so I don't even know why I say that. Oh my gosh. I don't know what else to say. I mean, let's see if we can figure out any actors. No, I mean, I think Joseph Bishara has been like a horror film guy before. Oh, and the lipstick faced demon. That's a pretty scary looking guy. It kind of looks fake. Um, when you first see him, it's kind of scary. I mean, but once you see him like multiple times, you're kind of like eh. But I mean, the first time it scared the hell out of me. I was like, dang, bro, what the hell is that? That's kind of my initial thoughts when I first saw him in the movie. Um, Bro, it does look kind of fake. The spirits are pretty like well designed. They're like black and white. They're like spirits of the families that lived in these houses before. And obviously he travels to the old mansion where Dalton's first incident occurs. And I think that's kind of cool how him and Dalton kind of had that ability to astral travel, which is kind of crazy. Like Dalton sleepwalks, and I don't even think he's in the real world when he sleepwalks, but I guess people can still see him, so I don't know how they explain that, but that's pretty much the review. I don't have too much else to say about it. Um, Usually at this time, I'd give you guys some channel news. Coming up next, we have NBA recap, and I must say, I came back from the biggest dub in fantasy ever. That's fire. I mean, and I pretty much have a bye week this week, so safe to say. And I'm in third place in my league now. I don't think I'll be able to really hit second place. I think I'll get a game away from being in second place. But man, I'm hitting some strides here in this league. Um, yeah, NBA recap, going over those top 25 players of the week. So, because there's some interesting entries there, and there's some people that have moved up, people that have moved down. You guys kind of know how a power rankings, if you will, works. Um, then after that, I'll be streaming on Twitch the Prime Football League game. If you guys want to watch it, I won't be commentating for a lot of it. Um, I don't even know if I'm going to do a post game show, honestly. For the most part, that league's just going to be me streaming the game so you guys can see the games. I mean, I'm very interested to see who is playing in tonight's game. And then we have a game Thursday. Then obviously we have a game Sunday. Yeah. For the Sunday game, I'm probably just going to wake up early as hell Sunday mornings and just put the games on for you guys because, yeah, I mean, oh, I got a fucking loogie, bro. Hate that shit. Um, just more news for the channel, and then later tonight we have the NFL This Week in the NFL Wild Card Edition, our first This Week in the NFL in channel history during the playoffs. So that's pretty cool. Not in channel history, but during the playoffs, I meant like our first playoff one. But leave a like, comment, subscribe. This has been GZTV as always. Hopefully you enjoyed the movie. Hopefully you enjoyed my review. Again, if you haven't watched the movie, these are not a good. I mean, I need to stop warning you guys this late in the video. I don't think that's a good idea. But again, like further warning for the future videos. If you haven't watched this movie, it's been 12 years. Just go watch it.